Hey everybody, congratulations. You have finished your spelling book, or you will finish it today, this week if you're on track. If not, just keep working until you get to the end. And you have also completed your science book for second grade, so good job. Like I said, if you're not done, don't worry, but keep working through it. Get to the end of those two books, spelling and science, and good job for those of you that have gotten to that point so far. We might have a few activities here and there for the rest of the year in spelling and science, but we won't be in our text and it won't be much. So it will cut down your workload some each day. So that's good news. And don't forget though that spelling is important and you should practice it when you can. And science is just a cool way to learn all kinds of things. You can always investigate things in science, whether it's through experiments or doing things like observing, like you observed the birds the past couple of weeks. So things like that are part of being a scientist or learning about science and God's wonderful creation. So I want to go over just a little bit in spelling today. This will be our last little spelling lesson, and it's not really about spelling words. It's more of a discussion about their dictionary, which is at the back of your spelling book. There are two dictionaries at the back of your book. One looks like this. It's on page 147, that's where it starts, and you're gonna see A and blanks, B and blanks. So there you see I wrote in the word because under B, because it starts with a B, and in alphabetical order it belongs in the B section. But that might be a word that's hard for you. Maybe because is a word that sometimes you struggle with, and you can use this dictionary to write those words down. Like when you say mom or dad, how do you spell migrate? Well, you'd go to the M section and write the word migrate. Or how do you spell the word science? You would go to the S section and write down the word science. So this is a dictionary for you to use. It can be a resource for you, not just this summer or now, but also forever, or at least you maybe through third grade. It may help you with some writing assignments or book reports that you have to do. So those are there for you to use and to keep, and it's a word bank for you. It's a place to put words that you struggle with or don't know for sure, and that way you can look them up, or just writing them down sometimes helps you remember them. So at the end of that, you get all the way to Z, and then you have a pronunciation key here, and it's showing you how different sounds may sound, and it's showing you how a pronunciation key in a dictionary would work to help you pronounce words that you may not be familiar with. So for example, it's giving you the sounds first, like B, which it's got them listed and broken down by one column of consonants, and then the other column is all vowels, and it's showing the different sounds they can make. So like B, B, bib, baby, bubble. And if we look at a vowel, there's one for A, long A, in words like able, date, aid, pay, ate, and great. So some of those are special sounds, but it's showing you how those letters or how those consonants and vowels could be pronounced. And then here, this is a diagram that I want you all to look over, because it's showing you what everything in the dictionary means. And we've talked about this several times in class. We've gone through it a few times. Some of your spelling assignments were connected to the dictionary and things like that. So, but I want you to really be familiar. If you have a real dictionary, like a big dictionary at home, you can use that to help get familiar too. But the most important two things I think to remember about a dictionary is, one, it's in ABC order, and two, there's guide words at the top of the page, which are right here, okay? So like the guide words, and on this page, this example page they're giving us, are classes and dishes. So remember how we talked about the very first word on that page is gonna be which one? It's gonna be classes, okay? That's gonna be the first one you find listed on that page. And this guide word's telling you that's the first word on the page. And on this, in this particular dictionary, the last one is gonna be dishes. That'll be the last word you find in definition on this page. So anything that would come in between classes and dishes in ABC order would be on this page. So today is all about trying to use the dictionary. You can even do sword drills with the dictionary. Your parents, I know it's not a sword like our Bible is. It's not a sword. Our Bible is a sword. But you could do something similar. You know how to do a sword drill? You could have your parents say, okay, look up breeze with your dictionary closed. Go. And then find the word breeze in alphabetical order. It's in the B's. The guide words at the top of the page, it's on page 159. The guide words are ben, B-E-E-N, and building. So breeze falls between ben and building, and that's why it's going to be found on that page. All right, so that's something else you can do to get familiar with your dictionary. So every word in here, they give you the word, and then they give you a pronunciation help to help you know that if you don't know how to say this helps you break down the phonetic sounds and helps you pronunciate the word correctly. And then it gives you a definition. So like doctor, it's got doctor, and then it says someone who practices medicine. And then it gives you an example of how it can be used in a sentence. And this one says, our family doctor checked my heart. Let's look at farmer. Farmer, a person who owns and tends a farm. The farmer showed us the pigs. So that's an example of how it could be used. And sometimes you can figure out what a word means because of how it's used in a sentence. And those are called context clues. So like if I say, let me think of a word that could be kind of tricky. How about here? Because here has there's a homophone there, and they have different spellings and different meanings. So if I'm talking about, am I talking about hearing, or am I talking about right here? So let me use the sentence and see if you can guess. I hope that I can hear the birds tomorrow. Okay, I'm talking about hear, H-E-A-R, hear. But what if I say, will you please come here to the garden? Well, that means a place to the garden. So it's H-E-R-E. So your context clues can help you determine which word it is that you need and how to spell it, which one's the right one, and your dictionary can help you with the spelling. If you look it up, you know it starts with H. You could look up H-E-A-R, which says to take in sound through the ear. I hear my alarm clock each morning. And you can look up H-E-R-E, which means a place, a relation of where you are. Where are you going to be? Where are you going? H-E-R-E. So that's just an example. Please use your dictionaries. Keep them. Use them. If you don't have a dictionary at home, these are helpful. And while these are words that most of you are familiar with, you're familiar with most of these words in this dictionary because this is a very simple dictionary. It still has lots of spelling in it and lots of definitions, and it's very helpful, especially if you're writing a report or paper. And maybe you can't always ask your teacher, or you can't always ask mom. Maybe it's something you have to get done without any help, and a dictionary can help you make sure you have your words spelled correctly and that you're using the correct meaning of a word. All right, so hopefully that will help you guys. Again, great job getting through the spelling book this year. Great job on all those spelling tests. You guys have done fantastic. Just keep practicing. Keep on chugging through this summer. No spelling test, but maybe every once in a while you can have your parents give you a dictation sentence using an old spelling word and write it down, because practice will help you tremendously in 3rd grade. All right, so good job. And one other thing is I want you to kind of look not just at the dictionary in your spelling book, but also you should have, this was an assignment for Thursday, but you may not have gotten to it. But at the back of the science text, there's a glossary. And I want you to be looking at that. Now, a glossary is also in ABC order. A glossary also has information and can have words and definitions. It's a little bit different than a dictionary, because a dictionary is full with just any possible word you could think of. A full dictionary that you would buy at a store has all kinds of words in it. Glossaries usually only have the words that would be found in this book. So if you want to look up well, they've got like endangered, energy, epidermis, evaporation. But let's say I want to look up the word computer. And let me go to the C's. Computer's not in here. Computer must not be a word that was mentioned in here that they felt like needed to be in the glossary. So I would have to go to a dictionary to find the word computer, or I could Google it online. You can do that too nowadays. But not all words are in a glossary, where you would find most words in a dictionary. Now, the exception is like our spelling book dictionary. Remember, it does not have all words in it. It's just a small dictionary. And this science glossary also does not have all science words in it. It's a small glossary. All right, so look at the differences, compare them, and see how you can use them, because they're very helpful tools. All right, you guys, good job. Have a great weekend. Love you very much. Have a great day. See you soon.